My name is Linda Dean. Started in stained glass probably 25 years ago, and as typical with a lot of glass people, you start with stained glass, and then you start learning about glass and some of its properties, and then you discover other avenues of glass. And then I moved into something called lampworking, where you use a torch and melt glass, and you make beads and small sculptures. And you have a kiln that you put your pieces in when they're hot so that they cool down slowly so they don't crack. And then I got interested in fusing glass. I had the little kiln, so well, let's give this a try. And I'm pretty well obsessed with that the last 5 or 6 years. It's what I've been focusing on. I saw an artist out of Italy, some images, and hers were very delicate and refined, where they were dripped down. They looked like dripped pieces. And I thought that was just one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. And so I was relatively new to working with the kiln, and I didn't want to invest a lot of capital, in glass, because it can get a little pricey. So I started going to garage sales, estate sales, buying like a glass pitcher, the old pressed glass pitchers and things like that, and plates, and kind of made it up as I went and did testing. And I'd break the glass, I'd suspend it on initially it was a wire framework, and pile the glass on it and watch and heat it up and watch it flow. And when it hit the bottom, that would be where these feet are formed. So it's actually a suspended glass that flows through some kind of opening, and when it hits the right point, you got to open the kiln and look real quick, which is about a little over 1,400 to 1,500 degrees in the kiln. You flash the lid open a little bit to stop the flow and start reducing the temperatures, and it'll freeze in that state. And I've kind of refined it over time. I've switched from wire to making molds, to drilling holes in them. A couple of them, I guess that one over there, actually, I took another form, a round stainless steel bowl, treated it so that the glass would not stick to it, put a circle on top of it, and then let the glass flow down on it, and the circle melted down, and the holes were in just the right place to where it formed around the outside of it. My initial foray was with repurposing glass and as an economical way to learn. You can see the holes in the bottom of it to where the glasses flow down through it. But when you hold it up like this, you have a goblet or a flower. Just glass itself, it has so many properties, and there's so many things you can do with it. I love the repurposing aspect of it, because it's going in the landfill, it's going to get thrown away. It's something that someone's had that they don't know what to do with, and you can take it and transform it into something else. And the way light hits glass, and it moves, and it's so cool when you've got an idea of something you want to create, and you're able to execute the technical aspect of it, because there's a lot of technical stuff that in working with glass. And then when you open the kiln and you go, oh my gosh, it's just like Christmas, you're opening a present. Did it work the way I thought it would? Does it look like I thought? And sometimes yes, and sometimes no. And I've had pieces where I was very disappointed because it wasn't what I was wanting. But then when you look at it 3 months later, you go, well, this is kind of cool. It wasn't what I was expecting, but in and of itself, it has a uniqueness and a personality.